What's up, nerds? Back with another video. This was going to be just a boxing video, a Zoom boxing type video, and I was channeling the energy from the Yankee game. This was actually the AL wildcard game 3, backs up against the wall Yankee game. And so I'm pretty much just doing the same. You can see, I mean, it's sped up, but I'm just doing the exact same thing. I'm just standing in one spot. I'm giving some lefts and some rights. I'm trying to get a little bit of an extension, but for the most part, I'm focusing on the hip movement, focusing on transferring strength. The same thing as always, and doing my best to get as full flush contact and transfer as much power through the bag or into the bag, and giving a little bit of full extension, step a little bit back, extend out a little bit more, not really doing so many combos and stuff because, again, I'm just listening to the Yankee game and trying my best to, keep it together and just half listening to the game, half channeling it, and just kind of, a little bit of a passive session, a little bit, at least up until that part. Yankees start making some progress, and so start doing a little bit more movement, throw some jabs, do some more movement, throw some more jabs, and, take some breaks, and it's like, okay, let's, keep it together. The Yankees are losing. The Yankees are down 6-1. And so, just trying to keep it together as best as I can. And it's sped up by 4 times. So, it's only like 2-3 minutes in the video. So, about 10, 15 minutes of boxing, and eventually end up starting to make a couple more plays in the Yankee game, starting to get back a little bit more in the game. And after that, I go over to the bicep curl machine because really I was like, okay, so it looks like maybe we might be doing something. Maybe the Yankees might possibly, make some plays, might be doing some stuff. So let's kind of just stick it out at the gym. Let's just kind of, keep it going. Why not? See what happens. I mean, who knows, right? And I obviously am wearing my Yankee sweatshirt, and that's the. So I hate that joke. It's so bad. Oh, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. No, fuck that. I am super superstitious. I mean, if it is coming down to the option of wearing regular clothes or wearing Yankee clothes, I'm going to choose clothes that have Yankee apparel on it 100,000%. And just to note, I did not pay full price for this sweat hoodie, this Yankees postseason. This is actually my Yankees postseason 2024, because this is actually a full cotton hoodie, and I got it on Amazon for like half the price of what a regular hoodie would cost from the Yankee Stadium. And so while I am a Yankee fan, and I do have some Yankee official merchandise, my Judge jersey, I went out of my way to get my Aaron Judge jersey from the official Yankee store. So that's an official Aaron Judge jersey. However, I do have multiple Guadalajaran and Indonesian jerseys, because I mean, let's be real. If I'm going to pay $175 for a fucking sports jersey, you bet your ass I'm going to get myself 5 jerseys instead of 1, and they're all going to be the same quality because all these people source all the same stuff. You are just not paying for it at Yankee Stadium. And so the Yankees are starting to come through. The Yankees are starting to get some more people on the bases. They're starting to make some, coming back here and there. And so I'm like, okay, Jesus, I got to channel this, like I was like, okay, they were coming back, but now they might actually come back. And so if you see some of the reps at the end of these, I do a little bit of ego swinging, at the end. Like, I get some good strict reps in the beginning, And then after I get my strict reps, I do, maybe an extra one or two at the end are a little bit more of a swing. So let's see, like right here, getting some good reps. But then at the end, well, switch legs, switch sides, obviously. And then, get a little bit more swing at the end. It's because like, oh shit, Aaron Judge just did what? Wait, we've got who on base? Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. You're telling me that the Yankees are not absolutely chalked right now? And I'm on my phone doing my little typing. You're seeing me doing my little typey stuff. It's because shout out to Yankees Ave, shout out Dan Allen Rourke, shout out Morgan, Luna, Moonmist, Luann, Doctor, Donna, The Truth, Slonger, Aaron, Joey. I am pretty positive none of them watch any of my videos, but shout them all out because, that's who they are, in chat, Yankees Ave, watching the game, watch party. And so we are almost back in it at this point. I believe actually Aaron Judge just hit his homer at this point. Jazz had not hit his homer. We are still tied game right now, or we have worked our way back up to a tied game. And so I'm like, oh shit, all right, what am I going to do now? Because I can't leave the gym. I've gotta be here until they win. If I, obviously the superstitious fan in me, or the superstitious person that I am, if I leave this gym before the Yankees win the game, they will lose the game. So it is my now duty to get the sickest pump humanly possible so that the Yankees will win this game. So like I said, we did the Zoom boxing in the beginning, kind of warmed up the arms a bit. Then we did the biceps, warmed up the biceps, got a good bicep pump in. So now we're switching over to triceps and a little bit of back because, I end up doing kind of like a full body kind of thing, no legs or full upper body today. And actually something that has been really nice on the side, not talking about Yankee stuff, actually talking about fitness stuff. Wow, surprise. But I actually have been making, I'm real happy with my progress I'm making so far. Right now, this is on the assisted machine. You can't see me. I mean, you may see my legs step in or notice that a little bit. But this is an assisted dip machine, assisted pull-up machine. I'm not doing full body weight yet. It's definitely, a goal, duh. Yeah, it's not like I want to do assisted stuff for my entire time. Obviously, body weight is best. You want to grow as much, or I want to grow as much muscle as possible, get as strong as I can. And I can't do that always being on the assisted. But this was actually the lightest I've ever gone on the assisted part of the machine, which really was pretty awesome for me. I mean, I liked it, like especially even these with my pull-ups. I'm not getting as many. Obviously, I'm not a little bit of a brutal day today. I wasn't expecting to lift like I was lifting, but the fact that I can get such good range on my pull-ups and continue to feel strong. I mean, obviously I've been training that movement for a while now, so it makes sense that I am better at that movement. But getting, my chest all the way up while doing these pull-ups, and the weight that I have it on is about 30 pounds lighter than I normally go, or at least my last session. I mean, my last session I was on 70 and I was on 40 this time, or 75 and I was at 45 now. But so, I mean, I was like, oh my God, like this feels really good. And I'm actually getting like a good pump right now. Like I was super happy. And so now going over to chest, we hit obviously we didn't hit the whole arm, but we hit the two main things, got the biceps, got the triceps in on the arms, got the back a little bit. And so now we're going to balance it out because when I'm doing stuff like this, it's not just the front, it's also the back. So did the back, now it's time to do the front chest. And I like this machine a whole lot. I actually really I'm really happy with my strength gains. Now it's a matter of just tightening up the diet, tightening up the cardio, and being disciplined to that schedule, obviously. It's not like I was in like a grow phase or anything like that. I just, try to keep consistent as much as I can. But now it's just a matter of tightening it up and continuing the consistency. But anyway, I'm proud of where I'm at right now, because before, when I was just starting, I was at, 100 pounds, cranking this thing out for reps. And I think I had this machine up to 175, pushing. I mean, like, for me, that is, I mean, like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm vibing. Like, I'm actually vibing. I mean, chest is definitely my weakest muscle group. Bench press is my weakest lift. I don't train it anywhere near as much as the other stuff. So being able to crank out, 175s on this kind of like almost like an incline press, and again, doing all of this on kind of like an off gym day and stuff. I mean, I was really, I was just like, and you can see me, I'm like gooning in my seat. I'm like, oh my god, the Yankees. That might have been when Jazz hit the homer, or that might have been when we got the follow up runs, because we ended up winning 6-9. Because I know we got those runs earlier than when I left, and then I was like, okay, now we just gotta close it out. We've only got a couple innings. Like, okay, we just gotta close it out. I kind of want to leave already. And so since that chest was kind of like an upper chest kind of machine, or at least the press, I ended up wanting to target more of the inner chest, or like really focus on that squeeze. Like, it was a good press, that last machine, but now I really wanted to get a squeeze on the chest. So did some of that. Now come over to here. I wish that more gyms had pec decks, because pec decks is one of my all-time favorite gym. And I feel like that's kind of like a, maybe I have that opinion because, real gym bros, like, that are like actually big, that's their opinion. Like, all these, 90s bodybuilders, a lot of these classic guys, they're like, oh my God, I love pec deck. And maybe, I wish I was as big as them. So that's where it comes into, I don't know. But I really do love pec deck. And maybe it's just something about really needing to focus on from the elbow to the forearm, and really being able to squeeze, like, the range of motion is the same. It's the same movement, but there's something about having the elbows, or having the elbows out, as opposing to having the elbows in. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, or at least your arm out compared to your arm in. But again, this was another one that I'm super happy with. I think I was at 150, 160 something on this, squeezing this, and I'm getting really great controlled reps. And meanwhile, again, I'm just like, oh my God, I wish I could take this hoodie off, but I can't. And I'm actually real happy. Oh my God, I'm happy I didn't smell as bad, or maybe that's just me thinking that I didn't smell as bad as I did. Maybe I smelled worse than I did. But I had actually, the last time I wore this hoodie was when I was doing cardio when the Yankees won in Game 2 against against the Red Sox. And I hadn't washed it, but it was clean, and all I did was shower and then sweat and then shower again, and then I let it dry off. So I was like, with the dryer sheet, I was like, I don't think I smell bad, like real bad, but when I'm covered in sweat from head to toe, it's hard to tell. But again, this was like late. I mean, I was at the gym from 9:15 to 11:50 something. I mean, this was like a absolutely just brutal lifting session. But hey, it was worth it. And today, as of recording, actually, after I'm done recording this, I'm going to go over to the gym and do a bunch of swimming, because then tomorrow, Friday, is going to be a big lifting day. I'm going to do swimming and then a bunch of sauna, steam room stretching, and then hopefully Friday get in a sick leg pump. And so here we go. We're starting this. I'm not sure if you'll see me fuck it up. Yeah, I'm like looking. I'm like, wait, is this a fucking shoulder press? Because I wanted to do the shoulder press, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a fucking tricep dip. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm full. I've gone full retard. Like, I'm too. The Yankees have. I am officially no longer lifting at the gym. I am officially full retard at the gym. I was just like, oh my god. I was like, I can't believe I did that. I really thought this was because they actually changed the shoulder press machine, and I forgot about it, and you'll see it coming up in a little bit. But they changed the shoulder press machine, and it used to be this exact same machine. It just went the other direction, but now they've got so it's got different handles, so you can tell the difference between this one and the shoulder press. But I hadn't been in the gym for forever, so I totally forgot about that. So anyway, doing triceps. And this was another one that, I mean, I was pretty heavy on this. I mean, I was not full stack, obviously, but I was pressing tricep dipping, machining, however you want to adjective it out or verbiage it out. But I was at 180 for this and felt really good. And my body weight right now is 205-ish, depending on if I've sweated weight out or if I've pooped and whatnot. I think my raw weight at the very lowest point, pooped and sweated and everything, it should just be about like 205. It's between 200 and 205, somewhere in there. So pressing this and not having any discomfort, I was like feeling strong. I was like, all right, great. This is good. This is good. And closing up, I mean, we're getting a little bit of nerves. We had the 1-up game with Jazz, but then after that, they brought it to a 3-run game. And so it was great to have those insurance runs, but I was just like, I was still too nervous. I was like, there's no way I'm leaving. Like, I just can't leave. This game needs to be over in the bag. And I end up kind of breaking that a little bit because I really do just get like gassed. But anyway, so here you go. So you can see the shoulder press machine. The handles they flare out now, but it's the exact same. It's the exact same brand. This like Hoist brand or whatever, and you can see how if those handles went straight out. So they're different handles now, so you could tell. But if those handles went straight out in front of me, I mean they're positioned like almost the exact same way, depending again on like how low the seat is or whatever. But I mean, like literally, they're right there at your shoulders. Like it's the exact same machine. All right. Like I know that was kind of ridiculous. And I don't know if anyone has or will ever make that mistake in the past, but I'm not going to edit it out. It is too late to go back and do that. So we are just rolling, baby. Rolling. Keep them Yankees rolling. By the time you've watched this video, they've lost. Oh, God. Yeah. Because that was, oh, good. I mean, hey, we went out, or at least I went out, as dedicated of a fan as I could, left nothing on the table, left no emotions in the bag. I'm sure I've watched a bunch of different Yankee videos. Maybe I'll post one more Yankee video about like the whole season, and because I did make a video, it's funny, not like haha funny, but I made a video before the season started talking about the kind of people that we should pick up and the kind of baseball that we should play. And we didn't do that. And it was the kind of baseball that I said we should pick up and get that is the baseball that beat us to knock us out of the World Series. So I'm probably going to make a video talking about that because, I mean, like, Jesus Christ, I wish I was an idiot. I wish I didn't have a brain. I wish I was like oblivious to this shit, because then maybe it would make it feel, better. Better, maybe. I don't know if better is exactly, how how I describe it. But shoulder pressing, honestly, is like, and I know it's one of the most important things. Getting back to actual fitness stuff, shoulder pressing is pretty big. always want to keep your shoulders moving, always want to be incorporating some sort of warm up involving your shoulders, exercise, lift involving your shoulders. You don't have to go crazy weight. We're not bodybuilders, unless you're actively using them. It's not something that I would go crazy to train, but it's something that, you big time do not want to ignore. And so we're getting towards pretty much the final lift, or at least getting towards, we're in like the ninth inning, or so they're playing at home. So the Yankees don't have to play the bottom of the ninth. They just have to strike these guys out. And then, there you go. It's the game. So actually, this is like the eighth inning, getting close, because that last game, or game three, the one that was playing that I'm listening to while working out, lifting, that one was a bullpen game, so they had like 5 different pitchers come in. So it took forever with all the pitchers changing. But something that was really another like strength goal that I'm happy about. And, the goal eventually, kind of like one of my like stupid like little goals in the gym, is to be able to max out every machine, because I do think that independent weight work is superior to machine work. Bar work is superior, dumbbells superior. All of that stuff requires more auxiliary muscle control, just more control in general. You have to, in general, be, I don't want to say control a third time, but you can't, on machines, you have a certain motion that you're doing on the machine. It's not like you're free weight moving, even though it seems like that some of those times. So that's why, I consider this kind of like beginner mode a little bit. And that's why, I want to max everything out, because it's like, come on, I'm on beginner mode right now. Like, you're telling me I can't max out the machines? Come on, what's going on here? So this was the third machine, I believe, that I maxed out, the mid row. And I think it's also just because of the way the pull-ups are that I work a lot of my mid back. But yeah, 325 is the max on this machine, and I can rep it no problem. So shout out to Luke's back, I guess. And now it is officially the ninth inning, officially getting to the end of the game. And so I'm like, all right, I think I am comfortable with heading into the gym, or into the bathroom. I think I can stop lifting. I think, we are 2 outs away, or I think had gotten 1 out. So we're 2 outs away at the time of me recording this, or we had just gotten the second out or something. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to take off the Yankee sweater yet. I don't want to get too excited yet, but I will, stop lifting. A little bit risky, I know. I've been lifting the whole time while they're playing, so okay, let's, try to, not blow this. We're right at the final line. Let's try not to blow it. So keeping it together, and the Yankees win. The Yankees win a baby. Or, I'm sorry, a little preemptive. It's 2 strikes. So now Bednar is on a second strike, playing the sound effect. Everybody get on your fucking seats. The pitch by Bednar. He winds, he deals, he throws him, and he strikes out Vladdy. Everybody, and the crowd goes wild. Get the fuck up, everybody. Let's go. The gym session is finally over. I can finally take everything off. Or just kidding. He outside ball. And so now he takes back, winds up again. Winds up, gets ready to pitch. Vladimir Guerrero take out the Yankee hat, put on the Yankee hat. Let's go. Come on. Rocks back. Bednar has the pitch, and he comes in. He throws, and it is strike 3. Wells makes the catch. Go Yankees. Go Yankees. Let's go. Game 4. Let's go. They literally lost game 4. Yeah. Wop wop. It sucks to suck, man. Let's go Yankees. Yeah. Let's go Yankees. On to 2026, I guess.